Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Victor. We are currently living Limbe right now. We are heading over to construction site in Bonanikombo. As you can see, that's goodbye from Limbe. If you're here for the first time, you are welcome. In this channel, we talk about growing your wealth by investing in real estate, the stock market, and business. If that sounds good to you, then press the subscribe button, like and share this video with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to press the notification to be notified anytime I upload a new video. The purpose of this video series is to track the progress of building a commercial complex. In this case, it's in Mile 4 Limbe. I'm going to track the challenges, the obstacle as we move along. It is also a way of inspiring and motivating others to start such projects. Sometimes we already have a piece of land. It can be for residential or commercial, but we keep procrastinating that, I'm going to start tomorrow or maybe 2024. Remember, the stepping stone of every project is to start. You cannot finish a project without starting. So now we are leaving the park, we are heading down to site. So forget about procrastination and just start. If my videos can inspire one or two people to start, that means I'm fulfilled and I've achieved something. So we are already on site right now. It is a continuation from the last video, which we were building the foundation. We were doing pillar casting and casting of the beam. This is where we went so far for last week, just a recap. But for you to pretty understand the concept, then you might want to consider watching part 1 of the video, part 2, part 3. I'm going to put the link up here. If you watch it, you'll fully understand. At this point in time, we were already on the foundation. I'll take you around the foundation right now. As you can see here, we have double pillars. We are doing double pillars to fortify the foundation. For every building, the stronger the foundation, the more solid the business is. So as you can see here, we already have the beams. The beams running horizontally. We just have to put now the box and then we concrete it. So we will be going through the processes, some of the challenges. You can see the team. We already did the formwork, which is for the beam. Some of the beams have already been concreted. You can see the pillars, you can see the rods. We use rod 14 in this case. As you know, the higher the rod, the more stronger it is to get the foundation very, very solid. So we have some of the team members there. They are doing the formwork for the beam and they are pouring concrete on it. So we are almost there. Foundation is solid. We are still doing some work, so I'm gonna walk you guys around. I'll walk you guys around. So there are still some areas where the team will be adding more board to do the beaming. And yes, so this is the surrounding. So you just move around. So we have the concrete on. We're just gonna wait for it to dry off. Normally, once you have the foundation done, we'll give it pretty much about, most people will say a month before you continue doing the ground floor or continuing with building up. But in this case, we'll probably give about 2 months because we want it to really dry and solidify. Building sometimes is not easy. So if you're putting the money, try to take some of the precaution. So look at the back. The back was going a little bit down into a slope, so the foundation at the back is very, very deep. So again, team members still come in with concrete. We have the concreting machine down, so they are bringing it up. So once they pour it in, we give it some time to finalize. And as that is going on, soon we'll be seeing the final foundation, which means everything is solid, robust and ready to go. In this video, we'll also talk about the filling, because we have caterpillar will come in to fill those holes. As you can see, after the foundation, there is a depression, like just look at the back. So we have to fill all that with ground. And that's another cost, because there's, as you can see, we don't have much ground around, so we'll have to buy ground, which, you know, the tipper or the trailer will bring it on site and then do the filling. So from a far distance, that's how it looks like. Foundation almost done. Pillars erected. The beams have been taken care of. As you can see, very solid. You see look how robust it is. I think they did a good job. And the team responsible for this project is King and Queen Construction. The chief contractor, the chief builder, is King. So if you are embarking in such a project, if you need contact on, you know, we have architects, we have civil engineers, we have surveyors, we have builders. At one point, we even have contact with like caterpillars. So if in case you have a piece of land and you're having difficulties to level it, we have caterpillars. We also have bulldozers. Bulldozers are the ones with the chain leg. They can go very far than the regular caterpillar. So look how amazing the foundation looks. Look how deep it is. So we are starting right on top of a hill to take, you know, the air view. See how solid it is. So all those areas inside need to be filled. So that brings us to the first phase of the filling, which as it's deep, we'll say, oh, for us to be carrying the ground inside gradually, it might take a time. So what do? We bring a caterpillar on site. So the caterpillar is now carrying the ground and bringing it into the foundation. Before doing this, we had a trailer come in with ground, so we bought ground, but I didn't want to include that. I don't want the video to be too long, so I just said, okay, let's go straight to, you know, the action plan. So caterpillar will first start, but we still have team members who are coming in with wheelbarrow to also fill when there is some loopholes in between. But on the most part, we started with the caterpillar, which will probably do most of the job, like bring the ground in. We also, precaution level into consideration, we told the guy from the caterpillar, please don't step on the foundation. Sometimes we see foundation, we see caterpillars going in during the filling process, not advisable from experts. So we said, hey, you stay outside, just bring the ground and fill it inside. Yeah, and as you watch the video, if you have questions, please drop it down on the comment section. Drop your questions. We have experts from every domain in the real estate field that will respond to your question. So if you have any question, you drop your question. We'll have someone who will respond to that. So yes, so the caterpillar is going along slowly, doing the filling. And as I said, after the caterpillar is done, we'll still have team members to level it and make sure it's flattened. As you can see, that was the back of the trailer. So the trailer was still dropping some ground at the back bed. Yes, so the caterpillar is going fast and pouring, carrying the ground, pouring it in. So at this point, the caterpillar is still going along. Again, as I said, another reason for this video is to inspire and motivate others. Sometimes people have a project to start, they procrastinate, they're like, oh, I don't have the money, it's so expensive. You're definitely right, it's expensive to build. But hey, if you don't start it, you're not gonna earn it. So, and sometimes somebody will be like, oh, I don't have the money up front. But guess what? If you start something with time, God knows that is your goal and you're trying. So God might provide as time goes on. So you don't necessarily need to have the money up front to build. It is very expensive, trust me. I know what I'm talking because I'm doing it right now. So when you look at it now, we have team members on. They are trying to, the loopholes that the caterpillar missed some of the spots, they will be carrying the ground now to fill it. So they're using their wheelbarrow, carrying the ground and filling deep into those holes. Once they fill it, we will now give it, in this case, we will give it 1-2 months so that the ground settles down, level itself. So they are still doing their job. Let's just see what they're doing here. So, okay, so they're also digging around the foundation. You can see the rods. On this side, you have to be careful because now with the ground in, some of the rods can be covered and you can mistakenly step on it. So the gentleman there is pushing the ground to cover the south side of the foundation. So we still have some depression, we still have some holes here. So that's how they are bringing the wheelbarrows to fill everywhere. Before we move it to the next level, every spot have to be filled so we don't see any depression. The good thing is that we had a lot of ground on site. So ground is not the problem. Look, you can see a heap of ground up there. So they're carrying it with the wheelbarrow, bringing it down. That's a gentleman going in there. Okay, good job. Pour it in. So piece by piece, the foundation is filling. Piece by piece, the foundation is filling. Yes, so this is a new layout. Construction is also going down. It looks like when we started, the other people around are inspired and everyone just start coming and checking what we are doing, and they also start molding their block down there. Which brings us to the end of this video. Foundation done. We have everything sorted out. If you like real estate like I do, please subscribe, like, share. Press the notification to be notified anytime I upload a new video. I upload videos every week on Fridays on this project. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day. God bless. Bye-bye now.